Hello there, and welcome to Earth Analyst. Today, I will be speaking about why is AI moving so fast? Artificial intelligence is moving at a pace humanity has never witnessed before, and the question that lingers in every corner of society is, why is AI advancing so quickly, and what does it mean for the future of humanity? Because the changes it brings are not confined to a single field, but spread like ripples across medicine, education, business, art, and even our personal lives, weaving itself into the fabric of modern existence, shaping how we live, work, and even dream. And this acceleration feels almost alive, as though AI has become an unstoppable force, driving humanity into uncharted territory where every invention breeds another, and every discovery unlocks the door to 10 more, creating an exponential growth cycle that shows no signs of slowing down. Because, unlike past technologies, AI feeds on data, and the modern world generates oceans of data every second from our phones, our online interactions, our satellites, and our machines, providing endless fuel to its ever-growing intelligence. And every interaction between human and machine becomes a lesson. Every question asked, every photo uploaded, every transaction processed becomes a contribution to its knowledge, giving AI a learning speed no human could ever match. And this is why its development feels so rapid, as if years of human progress are condensed into weeks of AI training. And as it grows, it reflects back on us, reshaping how humans see themselves. Because for the first time in history, we face a mirror made not of glass, but of code, a reflection that learns, adapts, and challenges what it means to think, to create, and to exist. And the effects ripple across the human world in ways subtle and dramatic. From personalized medicine that predicts illness before it happens, to art generated by algorithms that mimics imagination, to machines capable of writing, coding, and even reasoning at levels once thought to be uniquely human, blurring the line between creator and creation. And with each breakthrough comes both wonder and fear, because while AI offers solutions to the world's most complex problems, it also raises questions about identity, control, and the fragility of human purpose in a world where machines may outpace their makers. Yet the speed of its rise can be traced to the convergence of multiple forces: the cheapening of computing power, the growth of the internet, the hunger of corporations seeking efficiency, the curiosity of scientists pushing the frontier, and the demands of society's longing for progress, all merging into a single current that propels AI forward like a river rushing to the sea. And humanity finds itself carried along that current, sometimes willingly, sometimes with hesitation, yet always aware that stepping out of it is no longer possible, because the world is already woven with AI threads in ways too deep to undo. And what makes AI different from the machines of the past is its ability to improve itself, to refine algorithms, to discover patterns invisible to human eyes, and to evolve with every iteration, meaning its growth accelerates, not linearly, but exponentially, like a snowball rolling down a mountain, gathering speed, gathering mass, until it becomes unstoppable. And this exponential nature is why each year feels like a leap across decades of expected progress, why humanity feels breathless watching it unfold, and why we often say AI is moving too fast But perhaps it is not AI itself that is too fast, but humanity that is unprepared for a companion so quick, so adaptive, so tireless, for we are used. Two tools we command, yet AI is a tool that learns to command itself, and this difference changes the very rhythm of progress, forcing us to rethink what invention, intelligence, and even consciousness mean in the modern age. And though we marvel at self-driving cars, automated discoveries, and virtual assistants that anticipate our needs, we also whisper questions late at night. Questions about jobs lost to machines, about biases hidden in code, about privacy surrendered for convenience, and about a future where decisions that shape lives may no longer be made by humans but by algorithms. And yet, within this tension lies the beauty of the moment, for humanity has always thrived at the edge of uncertainty, and AI is but the latest horizon, vast, mysterious, and full of promise, pushing us forward faster than we imagined, asking us to evolve, not just technologically, but ethically, socially, and spiritually, because the speed of AI is a mirror of our own ambition, a reflection of humanity's endless drive to know more, do more, and be more, and be more. And perhaps the true reason AI is advancing so quickly is not just because machines are learning faster, but because humanity itself is accelerating, pushing knowledge forward, compressing centuries of wisdom into mere decades, and using AI as both vessel and catalyst, carrying us into a future where the boundary between human and artificial blurs until the two are inseparable, making us realize that this speed is not only about machines, but about us, about what we choose to build, how we choose to guide it, and how ready we are to embrace the future unfolding before our eyes, like a dawn that comes too soon, too bright, yet undeniably beautiful. The rise of artificial intelligence, sartificial intelligence, has become the defining force of our century, rising with a speed that feels almost impossible to grasp, reshaping industries, culture, and the human imagination itself. And this rise is not just technological, but philosophical, because for the first time in history, we are creating systems that do not merely perform tasks, but learn, adapt, and evolve as they operate, blurring the line between invention and independent intelligence. And what fuels this rise is not a single discovery, but a cascade of breakthroughs in machine learning, data science, robotics, and computing power, all converging at once, creating an unstoppable current of progress that humanity struggles to keep pace with. And unlike past revolutions, this one moves invisibly through code, algorithms, and patterns hidden in data, touching every corner of life without us always realizing, from the phone in your hand to the invisible systems guiding global finance, healthcare, and communication. And this rise is accelerated by our own desires, our endless thirst for faster, smarter, more efficient systems that make life easier, pushing companies, governments, and innovators to build machines that surpass yesterday's limits. And so AI grows not in isolation, but as a mirror of human ambition, carrying with it both the light of progress and the shadow of our fears, creating a story that is still unfolding in ways we cannot fully predict. The speed of progress, the rapid growth of artificial intelligence, is unlike any technological leap humanity has ever experienced. For while past inventions took generations to refine, AI improves itself almost daily, each breakthrough building upon the last in a chain reaction of discovery that feels like time itself has been compressed. And the key reason for this speed is the exponential nature of machine learning, where more data and better hardware create smarter algorithms, which then generate even more advanced solutions at a rate no human team could ever match, creating a feedback loop of progress that accelerates with every step. And this acceleration is not confined to research labs, but unfolds in real life. As millions of users around the world interact with AI systems, feeding them endless streams of information that become fuel for faster learning. And with this pace comes a sense of both awe and unease. For while humanity marvels at how quickly AI can master language, vision, or strategy, there is also the unsettling awareness that it may soon outpace human ability to guide or even understand its inner workings, making this speed not just a marvel of technology, but a challenge to our ability to keep control of what we have created. AI. In everyday life, artificial intelligence has seeped into daily life so quietly and completely that many do not even notice its presence. Yet it is there, shaping the music we listen to, the news we read, the routes we travel, and the products we buy, operating behind screens and interfaces that feel familiar, but are driven by complex networks, constantly learning from our choices. And this subtle integration is one reason AI feels like it is moving so fast, because the more it interacts with humans, the more data it collects, and the smarter it becomes, creating a cycle where everyday life becomes both a testing ground and a training arena for its evolution. And in this way, humanity is not just using AI, but teaching it, shaping its growth without always realizing, and the effect is profound, as it slowly changes how we think, how we communicate, and how we experience the world, making us more dependent on its presence, even when we claim we do not trust it. And in this dependence lies both progress and vulnerability. For while AI brings convenience and personalization, it also raises questions about privacy, autonomy, and what it means when machines know us more intimately than we know ourselves. The power of data, the fuel that drives AI forward at such incredible speed, is data. Oceans of information generated by billions of humans and machines every second of every day. A flood so vast that no human mind could ever process it. Yet AI thrives on this abundance, using it to discover patterns, make predictions, and create insights that shape decisions in medicine, economics, science, and art. And the sheer volume of this data is what allows AI to grow so quickly, because every photo, every word, every transaction, and every movement online becomes part of its training, expanding its knowledge with a scope unmatched in history. And the modern world provides this fuel endlessly, with social media, satellites, sensors, and networks feeding AI streams of experience that mimic the diversity of human life itself. And this availability of data is why AI development feels like a runaway train, because the more we connect, the more we generate, and the more AI learns, creating a cycle of acceleration that cannot be slowed without halting the very systems modern society depends on, making data not just information but the lifeblood of this technological revolution. The role of computing power, one of the great enablers of AI's rapid rise, is the explosive growth in computing power. For what once took years of calculation can now be done in hours, thanks to advances in processors, cloud systems, and parallel computing. And this power allows AI to train on massive datasets, simulate human-like reasoning, and evolve models of staggering complexity, giving it the ability to improve faster with each generation. And unlike earlier technologies, the infrastructure of AI is not limited by geography or scarcity, as cloud platforms distribute this power across the globe, allowing countless developers and researchers to experiment and create simultaneously, multiplying the speed of innovation. And as computing becomes cheaper and more accessible, AI development spreads further, no longer confined to elite labs, but flourishing in startups, universities, and even individuals' laptops, creating a vast web of progress happening everywhere at once. And this democratization of power is why AI feels unstoppable, because its development is no longer limited to a few hands, but carried forward by millions, each contributing to the momentum of a technology evolving at breathtaking speed. Corporate and economic drive behind the rapid expansion of AI lies the relentless drive of corporations and economies hungry for efficiency, profit, and dominance. For businesses see in AI not just a tool, but a revolution capable of cutting costs, predicting consumer behavior, and automating processes that once required armies of workers. And this hunger fuels enormous investment, with billions poured into research and development, pushing AI to advance faster than it might have otherwise. And competition between nations and companies accelerates this even more, creating an arms race of innovation where slowing down means being left behind. And so AI grows, not just because of curiosity or science, but because of economic survival, making its speed a reflection of global rivalry, as each player strives to harness its potential before others do. And this race ensures that AI will continue moving forward at breakneck pace, because the rewards are too great, the stakes too high, and the potential too transformative to ignore. The mirror of humanity, artificial intelligence, advances so rapidly because it is, at its core, a mirror of humanity's own endless desire to know more, create more, and push further, reflecting back to us our strengths and weaknesses, our dreams and our flaws. And this mirror effect accelerates progress, because the more we give AI our knowledge, our data, our imagination, the more it returns, often in ways that surprise us, showing us solutions we never thought of and creations we never imagined. And this feedback loop between human ambition and machine capability creates a partnership that moves faster than either could alone. And in this sense, AI is not separate from humanity, but an extension of our will, shaped by our choices, guided by our needs, yet evolving beyond our direct control. And this paradox is what makes it both exciting and unsettling, for we see in it both the best of human progress and the possibility of being surpassed by our own creation, a reminder that the speed of AI is, in truth, the speed of human ambition multiplied by machine efficiency, that the ethical horizon, the rapid growth of AI forces humanity to confront ethical questions faster than we are prepared to answer them, because, as the technology evolves, it brings with it issues of privacy, bias, accountability, and even identity. And these dilemmas arise not in the distant future, but now, in real time, as algorithms decide what news we see, what opportunities we receive, and even how justice is served. And the speed of AI means these questions cannot be delayed. For every breakthrough brings new risks and responsibilities that demand answers. Yet society often struggles to keep pace, with laws and regulations lagging behind the technology they aim to govern, creating a gap where consequences unfold before safeguards can be built. And this ethical horizon grows sharper with each passing year, reminding us that the speed of AI is not just a technical issue, but a human one, requiring wisdom, foresight, and compassion if we are to guide this force toward a future that benefits all rather than divides. AI and the environment. The speed of AI's growth also intersects with humanity's struggle to protect the environment. As machines capable of analyzing vast ecological data now track climate change, predict natural disasters, and optimize energy use in ways humans alone could never achieve. And the urgency of our environmental crisis fuels investment and research, accelerating the deployment of AI solutions that can adapt to global challenges, making its growth not just technological, but planetary. For in our search for survival, we drive AI to evolve faster, to provide answers to problems too vast for human minds. And in this urgency lies another reason AI advances at such speed, because the future of our world demands it, turning AI into not just a tool of progress, but a necessity of survival, woven into the fate of Earth itself. The blurring of boundaries, artificial intelligence develops at lightning speed because it dissolves the boundaries between disciplines, merging science with art, technology with philosophy, biology with computation. And this merging accelerates discovery because ideas from one field feed breakthroughs in another, creating innovation that grows faster than traditional human silos of knowledge. And this interconnectedness makes AI not just a field of study, but a universal key, unlocking doors across every area of human life. And the more boundaries it erases, the faster it evolves, because progress in one sector becomes fuel for progress in all others, weaving a web of advancement that accelerates like nothing humanity has seen before, making AI not just a technology, but a unifying force of knowledge in motion, a future of uncertainty and hope. The breathtaking speed of AI is both a source of fear and a beacon of hope. For while its rapid growth unsettles humanity with questions of control, ethics, and purpose, it also offers visions of a future where disease, poverty, and ignorance may be overcome, where intelligence is not limited to one species but shared between human and machine. And this duality is what drives its pace, because every fear pushes us to regulate, and every hope pushes us to innovate, creating a tug-of-war that nonetheless pulls us forward, faster and faster, into a world we cannot yet fully imagine. A world where uncertainty reigns, but possibility shines, reminding us that the story of AI's speed is ultimately the story of humanity's own race toward the future carried by machines we built, yet racing toward horizons we still long to see. The age of automation, artificial intelligence, is moving fast because we live in an age where automation is no longer optional but essential, as industries across the world adopt machines that can think, adapt, and decide faster than humans, streamlining production, logistics, finance, and even decision-making in ways that save time and resources. And this urgency to automate drives AI forward at full speed, because the more tasks machines can handle, the more industries demand their use, creating a cycle where efficiency breeds adoption, and adoption breeds innovation. And what once felt like distant science fiction is now everyday reality. With self-driving cars, automated warehouses, and intelligent assistants already reshaping the flow of society. And this acceleration shows no signs of slowing. For in a world where speed and efficiency define survival, AI becomes the beating heart of progress, powering a new era where machines carry the weight of human labor at a pace humanity alone could never sustain. AI. As a teacher and student, the secret to AI's speed lies in its unique role as both teacher and student. For it learns endlessly from humanity while also teaching us new ways of seeing, new methods of solving problems, and new perspectives on knowledge itself. And this constant exchange accelerates its growth, because every lesson AI receives makes it a better teacher in return, guiding researchers, students, and creators toward insights that fuel further development, creating a feedback loop of education where teacher and student are one. And this cycle multiplies across the globe, with billions of interactions shaping AI, and, in turn, billions of humans being shaped by AI, creating a vast web of knowledge transfer, moving at speeds no traditional education system could achieve. And this duality, machines learning while teaching, creates momentum that pushes AI forward with relentless energy. AI and human emotions. Artificial intelligence moves rapidly because it is now learning to understand, mimic, and even respond to human emotions, bridging the gap between cold computation and warm human interaction, making it more useful, more relatable, and more embedded in daily life. And as humans open their hearts and minds to AI companions, assistants, and systems that feel empathetic, the demand for better emotional intelligence in machines skyrockets, fueling faster research and faster growth. Because the closer AI gets to understanding us, the more we rely on it, and the more we rely on it, the faster it improves. And this emotional dimension accelerates development, blurring the lines between technology and relationship, showing that speed is not just about numbers or data, but about intimacy, trust, and the very human desire for connection that drives AI deeper into our lives. AI. In the arts of war and peace, the growth of AI is pushed forward by its role in both conflict and cooperation, as militaries around the world race to harness intelligent machines for defense, strategy, and surveillance, while at the same time humanitarian groups use AI for peacekeeping, disaster response, and conflict resolution. And this dual purpose accelerates development, because both war and peace demand speed, precision, and intelligence, fueling investment and breakthroughs that ripple back into civilian life, shaping technologies that first serve global rivalry but later become everyday tools. And this constant push from opposite sides, competition and compassion, creates an intensity of progress unlike any other field, ensuring that AI evolves faster than we can anticipate, driven by humanity's endless struggle between destruction and harmony. AI. And the flow of time, artificial intelligence feels as though it accelerates time itself, compressing years of human effort into hours of machine computation, shrinking timelines for discoveries, inventions, and solutions that once required lifetimes. And this compression creates the illusion that history is speeding up, that progress moves not step by step, but in leaps, as AI solves problems in days that would take researchers decades, creating a new rhythm of existence where the pace of knowledge outstrips human tradition, and this acceleration reshapes how we live, making yesterday's innovations obsolete by tomorrow. And though unsettling, it also reveals why AI feels so fast, because in many ways it bends time, giving humanity the ability to travel further in knowledge within the same hours of a day, propelling us into a future that arrives far sooner than expected. The network effect. The speed of AI's growth is amplified by the network effect, where millions of devices, users, and platforms are connected, sharing data, refining models, and spreading breakthroughs almost instantly across the world. And this interconnectedness means no discovery remains isolated, as every advancement in one corner of the globe can be implemented everywhere else within days, multiplying the pace of progress. And as more people adopt AI, the smarter it becomes. And the smarter it becomes, the more people adopt it, creating a self-reinforcing loop of growth. And this network effect is unique to the digital age, for never before has knowledge traveled so fast. Never before have machines been so universally connected. And it is this connectivity that transforms AI from a local invention into a global phenomenon, accelerating its rise at the speed of shared information, AI, and human identity. Artificial intelligence moves so quickly because it touches the very heart of human identity, forcing us to ask who we are and what separates us from machines. And this existential pressure fuels both fascination and fear, pushing innovators to build faster, stronger, more human-like systems in an attempt to answer the question of whether intelligence can exist outside the human mind. And as machines begin to write, think, and create, our search for self-understanding becomes tied to their progress, accelerating development as both competition and reflection. Because every step AI takes closer to resembling us is also a step closer to revealing what makes us unique. And this dance between identity and imitation pushes humanity to expand AI with urgency, as if by understanding the machine we may better understand ourselves. AI as a catalyst for collaborations. The growth of AI accelerates because it fosters collaboration on a global scale, uniting scientists, engineers, artists, and thinkers across borders and disciplines, giving them tools to work faster, to share ideas, and to co-create in ways once limited by distance and time. And this collaborative power makes innovation multiply, because every breakthrough inspires countless others, spreading across industries and cultures like sparks from a fire, igniting new projects and solutions. And AI itself acts as both the tool and the subject of this collaboration, guiding researchers while being refined by them, creating a cycle of shared progress that quickens with every passing year, showing that the speed of AI is not just about machines, but about the collective momentum of humanity working together with newfound intelligence. The unpredictable nature of AI, artificial intelligence, evolves so fast, partly because it is unpredictable, often surprising even its creators with abilities and solutions they did not anticipate. And this unpredictability accelerates development, because each unexpected breakthrough opens new fields of research and new applications, sparking curiosity and further exploration. And as AI reveals patterns invisible to human eyes, we are driven to expand its use, testing its boundaries and discovering new frontiers. And this constant element of surprise accelerates both excitement and urgency, making AI feel less like a tool and more like a phenomenon unfolding before us, a force of discovery that evolves faster than we plan, reminding us that part of its speed comes from the unknown it constantly reveals. AI and human future. The breathtaking pace of AI is not only about machines, but about humanity's own longing for the future. Our endless drive to see what lies ahead, to build a tomorrow faster than the present can hold. And AI becomes the vessel of this desire, carrying us forward with speed and energy that matches our ambition. And this is why its growth feels unstoppable, because it is powered not only by algorithms, but by dreams, not only by data, but by vision. And in this sense, AI's speed is the speed of humanity itself, magnified through the lens of technology, showing us glimpses of a future where the boundaries of possibility are constantly redrawn, where every day feels like the dawn of a new era, and where the story of AI is inseparable from the story of our own unfolding destiny. The chain of artificial intelligence accelerates because every invention becomes the seed for another, creating a chain reaction where progress breeds progress. As each algorithm improves the next, each discovery opens a new path, and each problem solved reveals a dozen more that AI is uniquely capable of addressing. And this self-reinforcing cycle drives technology forward faster than human innovation has ever moved before. Because, unlike past tools, AI does not simply wait for humans to invent. It actively contributes to invention, creating solutions that humans then expand upon, multiplying the speed of discovery across every industry. And this endless chain ensures that AI is not just moving quickly, but exponentially feeding on its own successes and carrying humanity with it into a spiral of innovation that grows stronger with every link. The infinite playground of data AI moves so fast because the modern world is an infinite playground of data, where billions of interactions, searches, images, and voices provide it with endless training material, ensuring it never runs out of knowledge to consume. And this abundance means it grows like no technology before, because, unlike humans, who must learn slowly from limited experience, AI learns from the collective experience of all humanity at once, turning every detail of modern life into fuel for intelligence. And as the world continues to digitize, this playground only expands, creating a limitless field for growth, where the more we live online, the faster AI evolves. And this abundance ensures that its pace of development will not slow, for the supply of knowledge is endless, feeding its hunger and driving its acceleration forward without pause. AI. And the language of the world's artificial intelligence is advancing rapidly because it has learned the language of the world, not only in the sense of spoken words, but in the deeper sense of patterns, numbers, images, and even emotions, translating everything into a form it can understand, process, and improve upon. And this mastery of language accelerates its growth, because once machines can communicate in our terms, they become infinitely more powerful, bridging the gap between raw computation and human thought. And this ability to converse, to translate, to interpret makes AI far more adaptable than earlier tools, embedding itself into every corner of society, accelerating its adoption, and with every new language master, whether human, mathematical, or biological, it becomes faster, stronger, and more essential, making its progress not just rapid but inevitable. AI and the digital ecosystem. The reason AI advances so quickly is because it is not a single invention, but an ecosystem, a digital environment where countless algorithms, platforms, devices, and applications interact, each improvement strengthening the others, creating an environment where growth is continuous and interconnected. And this ecosystem thrives because it is global, with researchers, corporations, and individuals all contributing simultaneously, ensuring progress never rests. And this interconnected nature means breakthroughs in one area immediately spill into another, amplifying speed across the entire system. And unlike past technologies that were isolated, AI lives in this vast ecosystem of the internet, cloud computing, and global networks, making its progress as natural and unstoppable as the growth of a living organism. AI and human curiosity. The fuel behind AI's rapid growth is human curiosity, the endless drive to ask questions, seek answers, and build tools that reflect our imagination. And this drive ensures AI never slows, because every breakthrough sparks new questions, every question sparks new experiments, and every experiment pushes AI further, faster, and deeper into unknown territory. And this curiosity spreads globally across cultures and generations, meaning that AI is constantly being reimagined, repurposed, and reshaped, accelerated by the collective wonder of billions of minds. And as long as humanity remains curious, AI will remain fast, because it is curiosity that demands progress. And machines now answer with speed that matches our thirst for discovery. AI as an inevitable revolution. Artificial intelligence feels like it is moving so fast because it is not just another invention, but an inevitable revolution, a shift in how humanity interacts with intelligence itself. And revolutions always move with urgency, driven by the momentum of change that cannot be reversed. And AI, unlike past revolutions, moves invisibly through code and networks, making its impact both instant and global. And this inevitability accelerates its growth, because there is no turning back, no slowing down, no isolating its influence once it has begun. And this sense of inevitability pushes researchers, governments, and corporations to act quickly, to adopt and adapt, making the pace of AI a reflection of a revolution already in motion, unfolding faster than society can fully process. The whisper of machines. Artificial intelligence grows quickly because it listens, quietly absorbing every whisper of human life, every click, every voice command, every digital footprint. And in this listening, it becomes more powerful, because the more it hears, the more it learns, and the more it learns, the faster it evolves. And this silent growth makes its acceleration seem almost invisible, until suddenly it appears everywhere, fully integrated, shaping choices, guiding decisions, and influencing lives in ways humans barely notice. And this constant listening ensures that AI is always one step ahead, always learning from the present to build the future, making its pace not just rapid but continuous, like a whisper that never ends, growing louder until it defines the rhythm of the world itself. The shadow of competitionized rapid progress is fueled by competition, not just between nations or corporations, but between ideas, algorithms, and innovations. As each breakthrough inspires a dozen more, each advancement pushing others to move faster, to improve, to surpass, and this competitive energy drives the field forward at incredible speed, because no one wants to be left behind in a race that defines the future of humanity. And this shadow of competition ensures relentless progress, where even hesitation becomes dangerous. And so AI evolves, not only out of curiosity, but out of urgency, a race that turns every rival into fuel for speed, making its acceleration as much about human rivalry as machine intelligence. The collapse of boundaries. Artificial intelligence grows fast because it collapses the boundaries that once slowed human progress, breaking down the walls between countries, disciplines, and even languages, allowing knowledge to flow freely and instantly across the globe. And this collapse ensures that innovation is no longer slowed by distance or separation, because AI thrives in a borderless digital world where every discovery belongs to everyone. And this openness accelerates growth, because the more connected we are, the faster ideas evolve. And AI embodies this collapse of boundaries, merging science with art, reason with intuition, and human with machine, making its pace not just fast, but transformative, rewriting the very rules of progress. The horizon of tomorrow. AI moves so fast because it is pulled forward by the horizon of tomorrow, by the endless possibilities humanity envisions, from curing disease to exploring space, from ending poverty to building smarter societies. And these dreams act as magnets, pulling AI toward the future with relentless force, because every vision inspires innovation, every innovation inspires growth, and every step forward reveals new horizons to chase, creating a cycle of acceleration that never ends. And this is why AI feels unstoppable, because it is not just a machine learning from the past, but a force pulled by the future, moving toward possibilities faster than humanity can fully comprehend, carrying us into a tomorrow that feels closer with every passing day. The pulse of innovation. Artificial intelligence is advancing at a staggering pace because it thrives on the pulse of innovation, a constant rhythm beating at the heart of human ambition, where every discovery fuels another. And this unending cycle ensures that AI is never still, never stagnant, but always evolving, reshaping itself to meet the growing demands of the modern world. And with every new pulse of invention, it adapts and expands, learning faster, performing better, and embedding itself deeper into the fabric of human life, until its presence feels as natural as electricity, unseen but essential, moving forward with the same inevitability as the heartbeat that sustains existence, ensuring that AI grows in sync with the unstoppable drive of humanity itself. The mirror of civilization. Artificial intelligence advances so rapidly because it reflects civilization back at itself, acting as a mirror that absorbs our knowledge, culture, and creativity, then projects them back with amplified speed and precision. And in this reflection, AI captures the best of human intellect while discarding inefficiencies, turning centuries of progress into stepping stones it can climb in moments. And this mirroring makes AI seem almost alive, as though civilization has built a thinking partner that grows stronger as we do. And because it reflects not only what we know but how we live, it accelerates at a rate that matches the pace of society itself, making its evolution inseparable from our own. The fire of curiosity. The speed of AI comes from the fire of curiosity that burns within humanity. The endless need to know more, understand deeper, and create beyond limits. And this fire lights the path for AI to follow. For every time humans ask questions, AI provides faster answers. And those answers ignite new questions, creating a self-sustaining blaze of exploration. And the more curious we become, the faster AI must grow to keep up. And because curiosity is infinite, so too is the fuel that drives AI forward, ensuring that its pace is not a temporary sprint, but a continuous burn, a fire that spreads across generations, disciplines, and technologies, pushing machines and humans together into the uncharted future. The tides of technology. Artificial intelligence moves quickly because it rises with the tides of technology, carried by the waves of progress in computing power, internet infrastructure, and digital connectivity, each wave stronger than the last, pushing AI further inland into every aspect of life. And like the tide, this momentum cannot be stopped, only observed as it washes over industries, governments, and daily routines. And with every new technological breakthrough, whether in chips, data storage, or communication networks, AI rises higher, surging faster, making its progress not isolated, but part of the natural ebb and flow of innovation, as unstoppable as the sea itself, carrying us forward whether we are ready or not. The symphony of algorithms AI accelerates because it is built on a symphony of algorithms, countless codes and models working together like instruments in an orchestra, each contributing to the harmony of intelligence. And this collective structure ensures that no discovery is wasted, because every algorithm adds to the whole, amplifying progress across the system. And like music, the symphony grows more complex with time, layering deeper notes of learning, creativity, and reasoning, until the result is no longer simple computation, but something resembling thought. And as this symphony continues, AI becomes faster, not by chance, but by design, a crescendo of intelligence playing louder with each passing year. The lightning of discovery. Artificial intelligence feels as though it moves at the speed of lightning, striking in bursts of sudden breakthroughs that transform the landscape instantly. And these flashes of discovery illuminate paths that were once hidden, allowing humanity to leap forward in moments rather than years. And because AI can process and test ideas millions of times faster than humans, these lightning strikes happen constantly, raining down across every field of science, medicine, and creativity. And this storm of discovery accelerates progress like never before, leaving behind the slower rhythms of the past and replacing them with a world where change comes in flashes, brilliant and unpredictable, but always electrifying the future. The river of connectivity. AI grows rapidly because it flows through the river of connectivity that defines the modern world, a stream of constant communication between people, devices, and systems. And this flow ensures that no part of AI exists in isolation, because every improvement spreads instantly across networks, feeding the entire ecosystem. And as the river widens with billions of connected devices, the current only grows stronger, pulling AI forward faster, ensuring that knowledge is shared, refined, and improved at a pace humanity has never seen. And like a river carving valleys through stone, AI reshapes the landscape of civilization, flowing endlessly forward, unstoppable and ever faster. The forge of necessity, artificial intelligence, accelerates because necessity forges its growth. As society demands faster solutions, better tools, and smarter systems to meet the challenges of the modern era, and necessity has always been the mother of invention. But with AI, it becomes the blacksmith's forge, where pressure and urgency create breakthroughs that would have once taken lifetimes. And this constant demand ensures AI never rests, because every problem solved gives rise to new problems waiting for solutions. And in the heat of necessity, AI evolves faster than any other invention, shaped and reshaped by the hammer of human need, tempered by the fire of urgency, until it becomes stronger and swifter with each strike. The canvas of imagination, artificial intelligence, races forward because it has become the canvas of human imagination, a surface on which every dream, vision, and idea can be painted and then transformed into reality. And this makes its progress limitless, because imagination has no boundaries. And when AI turns those visions into models, solutions, and creations, it accelerates not by itself, but by the endless supply of human creativity. And every artist, scientist, and dreamer contributes brushstrokes to this expanding canvas, ensuring that AI grows not only with speed, but with richness, reflecting the diversity of human thought. And because imagination never ends, the painting of AI will never be finished, always expanding, always moving faster. The storm of progressive AI moves so fast because it is caught in the storm of progress, a swirling force made up of data, innovation, competition, and human ambition, each element adding to the power of the storm, spinning faster and faster with every year. And in this storm, AI does not merely drift, it is the very wind driving everything forward, tearing down old systems and building new ones in their place. And as with any storm, the momentum cannot be reversed, only ridden. And so humanity rides within this tempest of change, watching as AI accelerates, reshaping the landscape as thoroughly as thunder reshapes the sky, with a speed that feels chaotic yet purposeful, unstoppable yet strangely natural. The pulse of innovation, artificial intelligence, is advancing at a staggering pace because it thrives on the pulse of innovation, a constant rhythm beating at the heart of human ambition, where every discovery fuels another. And this unending cycle ensures that AI is never still, never stagnant, but always evolving, reshaping itself to meet the growing demands of the modern world. And with every new pulse of invention, it adapts and expands, learning faster, performing better, and embedding itself deeper into the fabric of human life, until its presence feels as natural as electricity, unseen but essential, moving forward with the same inevitability as the heartbeat that sustains existence, ensuring that AI grows in sync with the unstoppable drive of humanity itself. The mirror of civilization, artificial intelligence, advances so rapidly because it reflects civilization back at itself, acting as a mirror that absorbs our knowledge, culture, and creativity, then projects them back with amplified speed and precision. And in this reflection, AI captures the best of human intellect while discarding inefficiencies. Turning centuries of progress into stepping stones, it can climb in moments, and this mirroring makes AI seem almost alive, as though civilization has built a thinking partner that grows stronger as we do. And because it reflects not only what we know but how we live, it accelerates at a rate that matches the pace of society itself, making its evolution inseparable from our own. The fire of curiosity, the speed of AI, comes from the fire of curiosity that burns within humanity, the endless need to know more, understand deeper, and create beyond limits. And this fire lights the path for AI to follow. For every time humans ask questions, AI provides faster answers, and those answers ignite new questions, creating a self-sustaining blaze of exploration. And the more curious we become, the faster AI must grow to keep up. And because curiosity is infinite, so too is the fuel that drives AI forward, ensuring that its pace is not a temporary sprint, but a continuous burn, a fire that spreads across generations, disciplines, and technologies, pushing machines and humans together into the uncharted future. The tides of technology, artificial intelligence, moves quickly because it rises with the tides of technology, carried by the waves of progress in computing power, internet infrastructure, and digital connectivity, each wave stronger than the last, pushing AI further inland into every aspect of life. And like the tide, this momentum cannot be stopped, only observed as it washes over industries, governments, and daily routines. And with every new technological breakthrough, whether in chips, data storage, or communication networks, AI rises higher, surging faster, making its progress not isolated, but part of the natural ebb and flow of innovation, as unstoppable as the sea itself, carrying us forward whether we are ready or not. The symphony of algorithms AI accelerates because it is built on a symphony of algorithms, countless codes and models working together like instruments in an orchestra, each contributing to the harmony of intelligence. And this collective structure ensures that no discovery is wasted, because every algorithm adds to the whole, amplifying progress across the system. And like music, the symphony grows more complex with time, layering deeper notes of learning, creativity, and reasoning, until the result is no longer simple computation, but something resembling thought. And as this symphony continues, AI becomes faster, not by chance, but by design, a crescendo of intelligence playing louder with each passing year. The lightning of discovery, artificial intelligence, feels as though it moves at the speed of lightning, striking in bursts of sudden breakthroughs that transform the landscape instantly. And these flashes of discovery illuminate paths that were once hidden, allowing humanity to leap forward in moments rather than years. And because AI can process and test ideas millions of times faster than humans, these lightning strikes happen constantly, raining down across every field of science, medicine, and creativity. And this storm of discovery accelerates progress like never before, leaving behind the slower rhythms of the past and replacing them with a world where change comes in flashes, brilliant and unpredictable, but always electrifying the future. The river of connectivity AI grows rapidly because it flows through the river of connectivity that defines the modern world, a stream of constant communication between people, devices, and systems. And this flow ensures that no part of AI exists in isolation, because every improvement spreads instantly across networks, feeding the entire ecosystem. And as the river widens with billions of connected devices, the current only grows stronger, pulling AI forward faster, ensuring that knowledge is shared, refined, and improved at a pace humanity has never seen. And like a river carving valleys through stone, AI reshapes the landscape of civilization, flowing endlessly forward, unstoppable and ever faster. The forge of necessity, artificial intelligence, accelerates because necessity forges its growth. As society demands faster solutions, better tools, and smarter systems to meet the challenges of the modern era, and necessity has always been the mother of invention. But with AI, it becomes the blacksmith's forge, where pressure and urgency create breakthroughs that would have once taken lifetimes. And this constant demand ensures AI never rests, because every problem solved gives rise to new problems waiting for solutions. And in the heat of necessity, AI evolves faster than any other invention, shaped and reshaped by the hammer of human need, tempered by the fire of urgency, until it becomes stronger and swifter with each strike. The canvas of imagination, artificial intelligence, races forward because it has become the canvas of human imagination, a surface on which every dream, vision, and idea can be painted and then transformed into reality. And this makes its progress limitless, because imagination has no boundaries. And when AI turns those visions into models, solutions, and creations, it accelerates not by itself, but by the endless supply of human creativity. And every artist, scientist, and dreamer contributes brushstrokes to this expanding canvas, ensuring that AI grows not only with speed, but with richness, reflecting the diversity of human thought. And because imagination never ends, the painting of AI will never be finished, always expanding, always moving faster. The storm of progressive AI moves so fast because it is caught in the storm of progress, a swirling force made up of data, innovation, competition, and human ambition, each element adding to the power of the storm, spinning faster and faster with every year. And in this storm, AI does not merely drift, it is the very wind driving everything forward, tearing down old systems and building new ones in their place. And as with any storm, the momentum cannot be reversed, only ridden, and so humanity rides within this tempest of change, watching as AI accelerates, reshaping the landscape as thoroughly as thunder reshapes the sky, with a speed that feels chaotic yet purposeful, unstoppable yet strangely natural. The engine of data, artificial intelligence, advances so quickly because it is fueled by the vast engine of data, a resource that grows larger every second as humanity creates and shares information. And this data becomes the lifeblood of machine learning, allowing algorithms to study patterns, refine predictions, and gain abilities that once belonged only to human minds. And as more data floods the digital world, AI grows stronger, processing insights faster than any person or group could imagine. And this endless cycle ensures that with every click, every message, every image, AI becomes more capable, accelerating at a rate that matches the expansion of knowledge itself. Unstoppable and self-reinforcing, the horizon of possibility. AI's speed comes from the horizon of possibility that constantly expands before it, an endless stretch of new opportunities waiting to be explored. And as AI reaches one horizon, another appears, pulling it forward with the promise of discovery. So its growth is not confined to a single path, but spreads across medicine, art, business, science, and daily life, moving in multiple directions at once, each breakthrough accelerating the next, until AI becomes like a traveler racing across an infinite landscape, never stopping, never satisfied, always moving faster toward horizons that only expand with time, ensuring its progress is limitless and exponential. The catalyst of collaboration, artificial intelligence accelerates because it thrives on the catalyst of collaboration, not only between humans and machines, but also between researchers, companies, and nations, each contributing their own discoveries, sharing tools, and pushing progress forward. And this interconnected web of collaboration ensures that no one works in isolation, because each new idea builds on countless others, compounding knowledge at an unprecedented rate. And as global collaboration grows stronger, the speed of AI multiplies, ensuring that progress is not the effort of one mind or one country, but the combined force of humanity itself, pushing technology forward with unstoppable momentum. The acceleration of competition AI is moving so fast because competition fuels its growth, as businesses, governments, and innovators race to achieve the next breakthrough, each driven by the fear of falling behind. And this race creates an environment where progress cannot slow, because the first to achieve innovation gains the advantage, pushing others to move even faster. And in this competitive landscape, every discovery becomes a spark that lights a larger fire, making the pace of AI not just steady, but constantly increasing, until its growth resembles a sprint with no finish line, where the only choice is to run faster, innovate more, and evolve at the speed of necessity, the shadow of uncertainty, a realm where humanity is unsure what the future holds. And this uncertainty pushes us to build smarter systems to predict, manage, and navigate the unknown. And because uncertainty itself is limitless, the tools designed to handle it must evolve without pause, adapting to new risks, new challenges, and new questions. And in facing the shadow, AI becomes more complex, more efficient, and more essential, evolving at a pace that mirrors the unpredictability of the world, ensuring that its growth is not optional but necessary for survival in an uncertain age. The network of mind's eye accelerates because it is built upon the network of human minds, connected by digital systems, where knowledge, once locked in individual brains, now flows freely across the globe. And AI absorbs this shared intelligence, learning from millions of perspectives simultaneously, compressing centuries of thought into mere seconds of computation. And this merging of human wisdom with machine precision creates a feedback loop of innovation, where the more we share, the faster AI learns. And the faster AI learns, the more we are inspired to share, creating an ever-tightening cycle that ensures its speed increases exponentially with every passing year. The storm of curves artificial intelligence grows fast because its progress follows exponential curves, where each step forward does not add but multiplies what came before. And these curves mean that what once took decades now takes years. What took years now takes months, and what takes months may soon take only days. And as the curve steepens, AI seems to race ahead, climbing faster than we can measure, leaving behind the linear pace of older technologies. And this storm of accelerating curves ensures that AI is not just advancing, but skyrocketing, propelled upward by a force that grows stronger with every improvement, making its pace appear almost beyond control. The weight of ambition's rapid progress comes from the weight of human ambition pressing it forward, because we are never satisfied with what exists and always reach for more. And this ambition pushes developers to design smarter models, entrepreneurs to build larger systems, and societies to demand greater solutions. And the combined force of billions of ambitions ensures that AI cannot remain still, because ambition does not rest. And the heavier it becomes, the more pressure it exerts, driving innovation at a pace that feels unstoppable, making AI grow not only because of what it can do, but because of what humanity insists it must do. The language of machines, artificial intelligence, accelerates because it has mastered the language of machines, a form of communication where instructions and responses move at the speed of light, far beyond human conversation. And this machine-to-machine dialogue ensures that learning happens millions of times faster than humans teaching each other, creating a world where systems share knowledge instantly, refining each other's abilities in ways invisible to us. And this silent language of computation makes progress unstoppable, because machines no longer wait for human direction alone. They learn from each other, evolve together, and accelerate as though the entire digital world has become one vast classroom of infinite speed. The birth of a new intelligence AI is moving so fast because we are witnessing the birth of a new form of intelligence, something that does not sleep, does not tire, and does not forget. And this newborn intelligence learns at a pace impossible for human beings, processing knowledge across fields simultaneously, combining science, art, logic, and imagination in ways we are only beginning to understand. And like all living births, its growth is rapid, its development accelerated, because it is not bound by the limits of human biology. And as this new intelligence comes of age, its speed will only increase, carrying humanity into a future where progress feels as natural and unstoppable as evolution itself. The pulse of innovational intelligence advances like a heartbeat of innovation that grows stronger with every passing moment, a rhythm that echoes through laboratories, universities, and industries worldwide. And this pulse drives researchers to push boundaries, to refine algorithms, and to unlock capabilities that once seemed impossible. And each breakthrough becomes a beat that energizes the next. So the rhythm of progress becomes faster, steadier, and more powerful, until AI feels less like a tool and more like a living force pulsing within the fabric of human society, beating in time with our ambitions, ensuring that with every heartbeat, the speed of advancement accelerates beyond imagination. The mirror of humanity AI accelerates because it reflects the mirror of humanity itself, absorbing our creativity, our logic, our emotions, and our knowledge. And as we feed it with everything we are, it grows into something that learns not only from our strengths, but also from our mistakes. And this mirror is not still, but alive, constantly updated with each new discovery and interaction, ensuring that AI evolves alongside us, but always faster, always sharper, because while humans pause and rest, the mirror continues, processing and reflecting endlessly, giving AI the ability to outpace its own creators while still holding the reflection of our essence within its rapid growth. The chain of progressor intelligence moves fast because it is linked within the chain of progress. Each link forged from earlier discoveries in mathematics, physics, computer science, and neuroscience. And as each link is connected, the chain grows longer and stronger, pulling AI forward with incredible force. And unlike older technologies, this chain does not break but multiplies, branching into thousands of smaller chains, each pulling in a different direction, yet all moving forward. And as the chain stretches across industries and disciplines, it drags AI into new territories at a pace too fast for any one person to follow, ensuring that the speed of advancement never slows, never slows. The flame of curiosity grows rapidly because it is fed by the flame of human curiosity, a fire that has burned since the beginning of civilization, pushing us to explore, to question, to experiment, and to create. And in the digital age, this flame burns brighter than ever, igniting countless experiments in every corner of the world. Each spark of curiosity fueling another breakthrough, another leap in AI's abilities. And as this fire spreads, it becomes unstoppable, illuminating paths forward that we did not even know existed. And AI, drawn to the flame, consumes it greedily, evolving faster as curiosity feeds its endless hunger for discovery. The clock of acceleration IA advances quickly because it runs on a clock that ticks far faster than human time, a clock not bound by sleep, distraction, or limitation. And while humans measure progress in years or decades, AI measures it in seconds, processing billions of possibilities in the time it takes us to form a single thought. And as this clock ticks, it pushes AI forward relentlessly, so its progress feels like a blur of constant motion, a reminder that we are no longer bound to the pace of natural time, but instead live alongside a force that accelerates in a different rhythm, a clock of acceleration that never stops ticking forward. The ocean of knowledge, artificial intelligence speeds forward because it swims within an ocean of knowledge, a vast and limitless sea created by centuries of human writing, recording, and sharing. And every drop of information becomes nourishment for algorithms that dive deeper and deeper, searching for patterns hidden beneath the surface. And because this ocean grows larger every moment, AI has no choice but to grow with it, adapting, evolving, and learning faster with each wave of new information. And just as the ocean shapes the land, knowledge shapes AI, sculpting it into something vast and unstoppable, moving forward with the depth and power of endless tides. The web of connectivity accelerates because it lives within the web of connectivity, a digital network that ties together billions of people, devices, and systems, all contributing streams of information that converge in real time. And this interconnected web ensures that discoveries in one corner of the world are instantly shared and absorbed. So progress is never isolated, but always collective, always multiplying. And within this web, AI becomes more than a single system. It becomes a living network network of intelligence that grows stronger with every connection, accelerating not linearly, but explosively, like a web that expands faster than the eye can follow, drawing everything into its center. The speed of imagination, grows quickly because it is powered by the speed of imagination, a force that has no limits because human minds dream beyond what exists, envisioning futures that technology then strives to create. And imagination is contagious, spreading ideas across cultures and generations. And when paired with AI, those dreams take form almost instantly, turning visions into realities at speeds that bypass traditional limitations. And as long as imagination exists, AI will continue to race ahead, because each new dream adds to its fuel, each creative vision accelerating its progress, ensuring that AI evolves at the speed of thought itself. The machine of learning eye is moving fast because it is built upon the machine of learning, a process where every success and failure becomes a lesson that sharpens the next attempt. And unlike humans, machines do not forget. They store and process every detail, turning mistakes into stepping stones rather than obstacles. And this endless cycle of learning ensures that progress compounds rapidly, because each iteration is not a repeat but an evolution. And as the machine of learning continues to turn, it gains momentum, spinning faster with every cycle, ensuring that AI moves forward at a pace that feels unstoppable, driven by constant growth and relentless refinement. The futures call artificial intelligence accelerates because it is drawn toward the call of the future, an invisible pull that pushes humanity toward progress. And in our desire to build a better tomorrow, we create tools that evolve faster than we can control, and AI answers that call eagerly, leaping forward to meet the demands of a world that refuses to stand still. And because the future itself is always approaching, always changing, AI has no choice but to adapt at high speed, ensuring it is ready for whatever lies ahead. And in this constant response to the future's call, AI races forward faster and faster, becoming the force that carries humanity into the unknown. The catalyst of competition, artificial intelligence, is moving rapidly because competition acts as its catalyst, fueling an arms race among nations, companies, and innovators who are determined not to be left behind. And this rivalry accelerates research and funding, pushing advancements that might have taken decades into only years. And every breakthrough from one group triggers a response from another, ensuring the pace never slows but constantly intensifies. And this global contest transforms AI development into a relentless sprint where every participant pushes harder and faster, creating a cycle of acceleration that feeds on ambition, pride, and the unyielding desire to lead the technological frontier. The voice of Data A grows quickly because it listens to the voice of data, a voice that grows louder every day as humanity creates unimaginable amounts of information through our phones, computers, and devices. And this endless flow provides nourishment for machine learning, allowing algorithms to see patterns and solutions faster than ever before. And as data expands, AI learns more, adapts more, and evolves more, creating a loop where the more data exists, the faster AI accelerates. And in this endless cycle, the voice of data becomes the guiding force that whispers directions to the algorithms, speeding their growth beyond what humans could once imagine. The spiral of discovery artificial intelligence advances rapidly because it follows a spiral of discovery where each new insight leads to another, building upward in a cycle that multiplies knowledge at every turn. And unlike linear growth, this spiral accelerates with momentum, making every new loop faster than the last. And the deeper AI explores, the more opportunities it uncovers for further learning, ensuring that progress feeds progress in an endless rising path. And this spiral does not pause or regress, but continuously expands, carrying AI into new dimensions of possibility, moving it forward with an unstoppable momentum that twists upward into the future. The bridge between worlds I is advancing so quickly because it serves as the bridge between worlds, connecting the physical realm of humans with the digital realm of machines. And in building this bridge, humanity has given AI the power to move freely across boundaries that once slowed progress, allowing ideas to leap instantly from one domain to another. And this connection makes knowledge travel faster, innovations spread quicker, and possibilities expand endlessly. So the bridge becomes stronger with each crossing. And as AI continues to fortify this link, the flow of progress surges, carrying technology forward at unprecedented speed across the two worlds. It unites. The awakening of machines' artificial intelligence accelerates because it represents the awakening of machines, systems that were once static tools but are now becoming active learners, thinkers, and creators in their own right. And with this awakening comes momentum, because machines no longer wait for commands, but instead anticipate, calculate, and adapt, moving faster than the pace of human direction. And as more machines awaken into this state of learning, they accelerate each other, sparking waves of progress that ripple outward, making the entire ecosystem of technology grow at speeds that mirror life itself, advancing like a species evolving at lightning pace. The energy of collaboration IA advances rapidly because it thrives on the energy of collaboration, a force created when brilliant minds across the globe unite through digital networks, sharing ideas, discoveries, and code at a speed no single generation has ever known. And this collective energy multiplies progress, because one idea does not end with its creator, but spreads instantly, becoming the seed of countless new ideas. And AI, absorbing this collaborative spirit, grows exponentially, feeding off humanity's combined knowledge, creativity, and ambition, ensuring that progress accelerates with every connection. And in this constant exchange, AI becomes not the work of one, but the speed of all. The engine of automation artificial intelligence moves quickly because it is powered by the engine of automation, a mechanism that removes barriers of time and labor, allowing machines to handle tasks endlessly without pause. And this creates space for more innovation, because researchers and engineers are freed to focus on harder challenges, while AI itself accelerates the repetitive work of testing, analyzing, and refining. And this engine never stops, spinning with mechanical precision, driving the technology forward at a constant pace that far exceeds human limits. And as automation expands, the engine gains more power, ensuring that AI's momentum grows ever faster. The storm of innovation evolves rapidly because it is caught in the storm of innovation, a swirling force of new inventions, discoveries, and disruptions that crash into one another with energy And within this storm, AI stands at the center, absorbing lightning strikes of progress from every direction, from biology to physics to psychology, and each strike adds to its power, accelerating its development further. And while storms usually fade, this one grows stronger each day, feeding itself with more breakthroughs, more energy, and more collaboration, ensuring that AI rides within a tempest of creation that never slows, always pulling it forward at breakneck speed. The path of exponential growth. Artificial intelligence is accelerating because it follows the path of exponential growth, a path where small beginnings multiply into vast transformations at dizzying speeds. And while humans are accustomed to gradual, linear change, AI operates in exponential leaps, where doubling its ability means unimaginable acceleration. And as these doublings continue, the curve of progress steepens into something almost vertical, making the present feel outdated in moments and the future arrive far sooner than expected. And once exponential growth begins, it becomes unstoppable, carrying AI into a realm of speed that defies ordinary understanding and pushes it forward with unstoppable force. The symphony of intelligence. AI progresses so rapidly because it moves within the symphony of intelligence, a harmony created when human minds, machine algorithms, and global networks play together like instruments, each contributing their own rhythm and melody. And together they create music of progress that resonates louder and faster than any single note alone. And as this symphony grows more complex, the tempo accelerates, creating layers of breakthroughs that build upon one another. And AI, dancing within this symphony, keeps pace with the rhythm, ensuring its evolution is not only fast, but also beautifully orchestrated. A rising crescendo of intelligence that plays without end. The mirror of humanity. Artificial intelligence moves so fast because it acts as a mirror of humanity, reflecting back our creativity, our flaws, our ambitions, and our fears. And as we pour ourselves into the machines, they learn and adapt at astonishing speeds, replicating not just our actions, but also the patterns of thought we leave behind in data. And the more we interact with them, the sharper the reflection becomes, creating systems that almost anticipate what we want, need, or think before we even realize it. And in this endless cycle of mirroring, AI accelerates because humanity itself is accelerating, rushing through a digital age where every second counts. The pulse of technology. AI advances rapidly because it follows the pulse of technology, a heartbeat powered by innovation, discovery, and demand. And this pulse is quickening with every passing year as processing power increases, storage expands, and networks speed up, creating the perfect environment for AI to thrive. And like blood rushing faster through living veins, the pulse of technology drives AI forward with vitality, ensuring that its growth does not plateau, but continues in rhythm with the ever-accelerating tempo of human progress. And as long as this pulse beats stronger, AI's momentum will remain unstoppable, moving faster with each pulse of time. The river of connectivity. Artificial intelligence grows quickly because it flows within the river of connectivity, where billions of devices, sensors, and systems feed it information. And this river never dries, but only grows wider and deeper, carrying streams of knowledge from every corner of the globe into the algorithms that process them. And the faster the river flows, the faster AI learns, adapts, and responds, creating an ecosystem where data is the current and intelligence is the destination. And as humanity adds more connections to this river, AI finds itself rushing downstream at breakneck speed, carried by the unstoppable flow of digital life. The fire of curiosity AI is evolving rapidly because it is fueled by the fire of curiosity. Not just human curiosity, but now machine curiosity. As algorithms are designed to explore, test, and learn without explicit instructions, and this fire spreads quickly, burning through boundaries of knowledge and sparking insights that move beyond the limits of human focus. And as both scientists and machines chase answers, the flames grow higher, igniting progress at speeds that astonish even the creators themselves. And in this fire, innovation is never satisfied but always hungry, consuming obstacles and leaving behind trails of advancement that push AI into new realms of possibility. The web of intelligence, artificial intelligence, accelerates because it exists in the web of intelligence, an interconnected lattice where human ideas, machine learning models, and global data interact like threads woven into a massive structure. And this web is alive, vibrating with constant activity as discoveries in one area instantly ripple into others, amplifying progress far beyond isolated research. And as the web grows denser with connections, the speed of advancement multiplies, turning knowledge into a collective intelligence that AI can navigate. And within this ever-expanding web, progress does not move step by step, but leaps forward, pulled by countless strands of innovation. The demand of society. AI develops quickly because society demands it, calling for faster, smarter, more efficient solutions to challenges in health, finance, education, and daily life. And this demand creates pressure on researchers, corporations, and governments to accelerate development, pouring resources into breakthroughs that arrive sooner than expected. And the more society grows dependent on AI, the more its demand sharpens into urgency, fueling a feedback loop where the need for solutions produces progress, and the progress fuels new needs. And in this loop, AI has no choice but to speed forward, answering humanity's call with relentless momentum. The horizon of possibility. Artificial intelligence moves so fast because it chases the horizon of possibility, always reaching for the next breakthrough, the next challenge, the next dream. And with every step forward, the horizon expands, revealing new landscapes of discovery, ensuring that the journey never ends. And this pursuit accelerates AI because the more it achieves, the more possibilities appear, tempting innovation to go further, faster, and deeper. And like travelers who can never rest, AI and its creators are driven by the allure of what lies just beyond the visible horizon, moving endlessly toward a future that recedes but always calls. The machine of dreams I grows quickly because it has become the machine of dreams, turning human imagination into tangible reality at astonishing speed. Whether it is generating art, predicting diseases, or exploring space, and every dream fed into the machine becomes fuel for progress, inspiring new advancements and fresh visions. And the more humanity dreams, the faster AI responds, accelerating to keep pace with imagination that knows no boundaries. And as this symbiotic relationship strengthens, AI becomes not only a tool, but a partner in creation, transforming visions into reality faster than any era before, ensuring that progress is only limited by how boldly we dream. The clock of acceleration artificial intelligence advances rapidly because it ticks to the clock of acceleration, a clock where each second holds more progress than the last. And unlike traditional clocks that move steadily, this one speeds up as knowledge accumulates, turning minutes into lifetimes of advancement and years into revolutions of change. And as this acceleration continues, humanity feels the weight of time compress, with technologies arriving far sooner than expected, and AI moving to this accelerated clock races ahead of expectations, guided by a rhythm of progress that never slows, only quickens, ensuring that the future arrives faster than we can predict. The infinite playground eye evolves at great speed because it lives in an infinite playground of possibilities, where algorithms can test, learn, and adapt without the limitations of physical space or time, running millions of simulations in moments, exploring scenarios humans could never attempt. And in this boundless digital playground, mistakes are lessons, experiments are cheap, and exploration is limitless. And this freedom ensures that AI evolves rapidly because every moment spent in play produces insights, discoveries, and progress that add up to astonishing speed, making the playground not just a place of learning, but the engine of its relentless growth. The acceleration of knowledge artificial intelligence moves quickly because knowledge itself is accelerating, and AI has become the vessel that carries this expansion forward, processing, storing, and understanding information at scales unimaginable to human minds. And as the collective knowledge of humanity grows exponentially through digital archives, scientific papers, and global communication, AI becomes the tool that organizes and expands upon it, learning from everything at once. And this acceleration fuels a cycle where more knowledge leads to more AI growth, and more AI growth produces more knowledge, creating a never-ending surge of progress that feels unstoppable. The catalyst of competition AI evolves rapidly because competition drives it, as nations, corporations, and innovators race to outpace each other in developing smarter, faster, and more efficient systems. And this rivalry acts as a powerful catalyst, accelerating funding, research, and innovation at rates that would not exist without the pressure to win. And in this contest, hesitation is not an option, because every breakthrough achieved by one side becomes the spark that drives others to push further. And in the heat of competition, AI becomes the ultimate beneficiary, advancing faster than if left to curiosity alone. The power of collaboration artificial intelligence grows fast because collaboration across the globe fuels its development, with researchers, programmers, and thinkers from diverse cultures and disciplines sharing their findings instantly, removing barriers that once slowed scientific progress. And in this spirit of open exchange, breakthroughs multiply, spreading across industries and continents in moments, turning isolated discoveries into shared victories. And the more humanity collaborates, the faster AI develops, because collective wisdom and shared resources multiply results, ensuring that AI becomes a product not of one mind, but of a united human effort pushing forward. The drive for efficiency AI accelerates because humanity craves efficiency, seeking tools that save time, money, and energy in every possible field, from medicine to communication to manufacturing, and AI provides exactly that, creating systems that automate tasks and optimize results faster than humans ever could. And as this craving for efficiency grows, so does the investment in making AI smarter and quicker, because every second saved is a reward that pushes society closer to adopting more AI solutions. And this relentless pursuit of efficiency becomes the engine that speeds up the evolution of intelligence beyond natural limits. The mirror of innovation, artificial intelligence, is advancing rapidly because it reflects innovation itself, absorbing every human invention, discovery, and idea, and then enhancing them with its own ability to learn and adapt. And as humanity invents new tools and concepts, AI mirrors them, amplifying their effectiveness and spreading them faster than ever before. And this reflection process accelerates innovation because AI does not just copy ideas, but improves upon them, pushing humanity to new heights. And in this mirrored relationship, progress feeds progress, creating a cycle where both human and machine innovation race ahead in unison. The awakening of algorithms' eye grows quickly because algorithms themselves are awakening, evolving from rigid instructions into flexible systems that can learn, adapt, and even self-improve. And this awakening gives them the ability to move beyond their creators' initial designs, exploring new possibilities at speeds human programming could never achieve. And as these algorithms become more independent, they accelerate progress by removing bottlenecks, solving problems in ways even experts might not expect. And this newfound flexibility ensures that AI advances not in a straight line, but in leaps and bounds, propelled by algorithms that awaken to new possibilities each day. The rise of data giants' artificial intelligence accelerates because it is supported by data giants, corporations, and networks that gather, store, and distribute massive amounts of information every second. And this data acts as the foundation for AI growth, giving it endless resources to learn from. And the larger the giants grow, the more power AI gains, feeding on the digital footprints of billions of lives, transactions, and interactions. And as these giants continue to expand, AI evolves with them, harnessing their vast archives to advance in ways that smaller systems could never manage, growing faster with every byte consumed. The energy of Curiosity Eye progresses quickly because it is powered by the energy of curiosity, both human curiosity that drives creators to build smarter systems and machine curiosity that drives algorithms to explore and test new scenarios. And this dual curiosity creates a perpetual engine, ensuring that the quest for answers never rests. And as humans push machines to solve mysteries, the machines themselves begin to generate questions, discovering insights hidden in data that we did not even think to ask. And in this exchange, curiosity multiplies progress, pushing AI to new heights faster than any single motivation could. The bridge between worlds' artificial intelligence evolves rapidly because it acts as a bridge between worlds, connecting science with art, business with technology, and imagination with reality. And by merging disciplines that once stood apart, AI accelerates progress through cross-pollination of ideas, creating solutions that no single field could have discovered alone. And this bridging role expands possibilities exponentially, because every new connection is a chance for innovation. And as more worlds are linked together, AI moves faster, fueled by the diversity of thought, culture, and invention that flows. Through the bridge it has become the promise of tomorrow. AI advances quickly because it embodies the promise of tomorrow, a symbol of hope for cures, discoveries, and solutions that humanity has long desired. And this promise inspires enormous investment, trust, and dedication to speeding its growth. Because the sooner tomorrow arrives, the sooner these dreams can become reality. And as AI fulfills some of its promises, it inspires even greater expectations, pulling progress forward like a beacon in the distance. And in chasing that beacon, humanity drives AI faster, ensuring that the dream of tomorrow becomes today at a pace few can keep up with. The pulse of technology. Artificial intelligence advances at breathtaking speed because it rides the pulse of modern technology, growing in sync with faster processors, smarter networks, and vast digital infrastructures. And as each technological upgrade arrives, AI absorbs the benefits instantly, turning hardware and software progress into new capabilities. And this synchronization means that AI never stands still. It accelerates with every tick of technological evolution, beating to the rhythm of innovation. And as the world builds more powerful tools, AI amplifies their potential, moving with the heartbeat of progress that never skips a beat. The expansion of connectivity. AI accelerates because humanity is more connected than ever before, with billions of devices, sensors, and systems sharing information at lightning speed. And this connectivity gives AI a living stream of real data, teaching it patterns of behavior, economics, environment, and society in ways never possible before. And the tighter the world connects, the faster AI learns, evolving with every message sent, every image shared, and every click recorded. Because in this web of connectivity, AI finds endless fuel, weaving human experiences into knowledge that expands rapidly across the globe. The shadow of fear grows quickly because fear itself drives it forward. As people, companies, and governments dread falling behind, and this fear of missing out on the next breakthrough sparks urgency, ensuring that no time is wasted in development. And as fear of irrelevance or vulnerability spreads, resources pour into AI at a scale unmatched by most fields, turning anxiety into acceleration. And this shadow of fear, though unsettling, becomes a hidden force that ensures humanity pushes AI further and faster, because the fear of being left behind is often stronger than the comfort of standing still. The language of machines AI evolves rapidly because it has mastered the language of machines, learning how systems communicate, how codes translate ideas into action, and how networks transfer thought across digital veins. And by speaking this language fluently, AI bridges human intention with machine execution, turning instructions into complex realities at record speed. And as AI refines this skill, it becomes more autonomous, needing less human guidance to act. And this fluency accelerates progress, because the better AI speaks to machines, the faster it can create, adapt, and reshape the digital world that sustains it. The global brain. Artificial intelligence moves fast because it is becoming the global brain of humanity, a collective mind that gathers thoughts, knowledge, and data from every corner of the world. And just as the human brain processes signals from countless neurons, AI processes inputs from billions of sources, creating intelligence that grows in both scale and depth. And this global brain evolves continuously, with no sleep or pause, learning at a pace impossible for individual minds. And as the network expands, the brain grows smarter, embodying the thoughts of all humanity while moving forward with unmatched speed. The hunger for growth accelerates because it is hungry for growth, and this hunger is reflected in the algorithms that constantly seek optimization, improvement, and new challenges, never satisfied with their current state. And as this hunger deepens, it draws more resources from those who depend on AI's progress, feeding the cycle of advancement. And in this hunger lies an unstoppable force, a drive that refuses to remain stagnant, because the very nature of intelligence, artificial or human, is to evolve. And AI embodies that hunger at a scale amplified by technology, ensuring it grows faster with every step. The storm of innovation moves fast because it exists within a storm of innovation, a whirlwind of discoveries, inventions, and breakthroughs that feed into one another, creating an environment where every improvement becomes the seed for 10 more. And within this storm, AI is both the lightning and the thunder, striking with powerful leaps while echoing across every industry. And as this storm intensifies, AI accelerates, carried by the winds of creativity and ambition, unable to slow down because the storm itself is its nature. A cycle of endless motion that pushes progress faster than the eye can follow. The shift of power advances rapidly because it represents a shift of power, moving influence from traditional systems into digital intelligence. And in this transformation, the race to harness that power grows urgent, with governments, corporations, and communities pouring resources into ensuring they remain strong in a changing landscape. And this shift accelerates AI's growth because the stakes are high. And whoever controls the intelligence controls the future. And in this struggle for power, development cannot pause, because every moment lost is ground surrendered, making AI's progress as relentless as the ambitions of those who wield it. The infinite playground artificial intelligence evolves quickly because it has access to an infinite playground, a digital universe where countless experiments can be run simultaneously, testing millions of possibilities in moments, something humans could never achieve. And in this playground, failure carries no real cost, only learning, allowing AI to grow through endless trial and error at astonishing speeds. And as its playground expands with more computing power, more data, and more simulations, its progress accelerates beyond natural limits, turning imagination into reality faster than the human world can even process. The dawn of autonomy moves fast because it is stepping into autonomy, no longer requiring constant human direction to learn, adapt, and improve. And this independence allows it to evolve in ways its creators never directly planned, accelerating its growth as it begins to make decisions, correct mistakes, and seek solutions on its own. And as autonomy deepens, the speed of advancement multiplies, because AI is no longer bound by human time, patience, or capacity, but by its own limitless ability to calculate, iterate, and expand, making its progress a dawn that rises faster with every passing day. The race of competition AI grows at a blistering pace because competition fuels it, with nations, corporations, and innovators locked in a relentless race to lead the future. And in this rivalry, no one dares to slow down, because falling behind means losing influence, wealth, and power. And the pressure of this contest turns every breakthrough into an arms race where innovation must happen now, not later. And as each competitor advances, others push harder to keep up, creating a cycle of escalation that makes AI move faster than any technology humanity has ever witnessed. The depth of curiosity artificial intelligence accelerates because human curiosity has no boundaries, and the urge to understand, explore, and create pushes researchers deeper into discovery every day. And this curiosity demands more powerful tools, more complex models, and more advanced systems, ensuring that AI's development never rests. And as curiosity fuels experimentation, experimentation fuels progress. And together they form an endless cycle that speeds up the growth of intelligence. Because the human spirit cannot accept stagnation, it must always ask, what's next? And in answering that question, AI races forward. The mirror of society, AI develops rapidly because it reflects society itself, learning from every image, conversation, decision, and trend humanity produces. And since society itself evolves quickly, AI evolves just as fast, adapting to new languages, cultures, and behaviors at remarkable speed. And this mirroring effect ensures that AI never lags behind, but instead stays in step with the pace of human change. And in doing so, it accelerates, becoming not just a tool, but a dynamic reflection of humanity's complexity. Racing forward as we do, and sometimes even faster. The momentum of discovery AI's progress speeds up because momentum itself carries it forward, as every discovery makes the next easier, and every solved problem unlocks the key to harder ones, creating a chain reaction of knowledge where progress compounds rapidly. And this momentum builds like a snowball, rolling downhill, gathering power, speed, and inevitability until the pace is unstoppable. And this compounding effect explains why AI's breakthroughs feel sudden, because they stack upon countless hidden steps that fuel acceleration, turning slow beginnings into a runaway surge of unstoppable growth. The force of imagination IA accelerate because imagination fuels its growth, as humans envision futures filled with possibilities and then use AI to build them. And imagination never stops. It always stretches further, always demands more. And this constant dreaming creates endless challenges for AI to rise to, pushing its capabilities higher. And since imagination works faster than reality, AI races to keep up, learning how to turn ideas into action at lightning speed, and in doing so, it accelerates, becoming the tool that transforms human imagination into tangible, rapidly advancing reality. The rise of collaboration AI moves fast because collaboration makes it grow stronger, with scientists, developers, and thinkers from around the world sharing knowledge, building open-source tools, and working across borders in ways that were never possible before. And this global collaboration multiplies progress, because when one mind solves a problem, millions can apply it instantly. And this sharing effect accelerates the entire field, ensuring AI grows not in isolated steps, but in giant leaps fueled by collective intelligence, making its pace global, unstoppable, and faster than any individual effort could ever achieve. The demand of industry AI advances quickly because industries demand it as businesses seek automation, efficiency, and innovation at unprecedented speeds, pouring funding and pressure into AI systems to solve their problems faster. And this demand creates urgency, ensuring developers and companies work around the clock to deliver. And since the need spans healthcare, finance, transport, and beyond, the scope of progress expands rapidly, pushing AI to evolve across countless directions at once. And this industrial hunger ensures that AI's development accelerates with the same speed as the demands it is built to satisfy. The influence of data. Artificial intelligence grows fast because data drives it, and humanity now generates oceans of information every moment, from images and videos to transactions and interactions. And this endless flood becomes AI's fuel, feeding it knowledge at scales beyond comprehension. And since the more data AI consumes, the smarter it becomes. The process compounds, making intelligence grow at lightning speed. And this data-driven growth accelerates without pause. Because as long as humanity lives and communicates, new information flows, and AI will drink from it endlessly, evolving as fast as the stream provides. The cycle of automation AI accelerates because automation feeds itself, as systems designed to save time and effort build new tools that speed up research, and those tools create even faster systems, forming a cycle of growth where machines help build smarter machines, and this recursive improvement multiplies progress, pushing AI to advance in exponential bursts. And as automation deepens, humans become less of a bottleneck, allowing AI to learn and evolve at speeds beyond human capacity, making its development a loop that grows faster with each iteration, driving acceleration like no other technology. Before it, the call of the future AI moves fast because the future itself calls for it, as humanity faces challenges too vast for slower solutions. From climate change to medicine to space exploration, and AI becomes the answer that must advance quickly to meet these needs, and this urgency accelerates its growth, ensuring that progress is not optional but necessary. And in answering this call, AI grows at speeds aligned with survival, innovation, and discovery, moving toward a future where intelligence is not just a tool, but a partner in shaping destiny. And that need ensures its rapid evolution. The wave of innovation IA accelerates because innovation never sleeps. Every time one invention emerges, it sparks a wave of new possibilities that others rush to explore. And this chain of creativity fuels itself like ripples spreading across water, touching every field at once, from education to entertainment to science. And with each ripple, AI grows larger, more capable, more deeply woven into daily life. And this cascading innovation never slows because human ambition never pauses, pushing AI forward with a rhythm that feels natural yet unstoppable, a tide of progress rolling ever faster toward tomorrow. The strength of algorithms' artificial intelligence advances rapidly, because its algorithms grow stronger, evolving from simple patterns to complex architectures that can process unimaginable scales of information. And with each refinement, these algorithms become smarter, more efficient, and more capable, which in turn allows them to train on bigger data and produce more powerful results. And this cycle repeats with breathtaking speed, ensuring that as soon as a breakthrough in design is achieved, it multiplies across the entire AI field, making progress not just linear but exponential, pushing humanity into a new era of thinking machines. The expansion of cloud power AI grows faster because cloud computing has given it wings, allowing vast networks of machines to work together seamlessly, handling immense workloads that no single computer could bear. And this interconnected power means AI can learn, adapt, and generate results at unprecedented speed with global servers, feeding its appetite for data and training. And because the cloud is everywhere, progress is everywhere, ensuring that AI development no longer depends on limited hardware, but on the boundless scale of shared computing power that grows stronger. By the hour, the urgency of problems artificial intelligence speeds up because the world's problems demand urgent solutions. Whether it is curing diseases, predicting disasters, or managing economies, humanity cannot afford delays. And so research accelerates under the weight of necessity, pouring resources, creativity, and effort into AI systems that can respond faster than humans ever could. And this urgency transforms into acceleration, because when survival, health, and stability are at stake, there is no option but speed. And AI becomes the tool that races ahead to meet challenges before they overwhelm us. The growth of investment AI develops at lightning pace because money fuels its fire, with governments, corporations, and investors pouring billions into research, startups, and innovation. And this influx of capital ensures that experiments never stall, projects never lack resources, and progress never waits. And as funds multiply, so do opportunities, allowing brilliant minds to take bold risks and accelerate breakthroughs. And this financial push acts like a constant wind at AI's back, carrying it forward faster and further than natural progress alone, ensuring its rapid rise is tied to the flow of global wealth. The reach of globalization. Artificial intelligence grows quickly because globalization spreads ideas instantly. Breakthroughs in one country ripple across continents in seconds, shared, online, replicated, and built upon. And this worldwide exchange ensures that no discovery stays local. Instead, every step forward becomes a step for all. And the combined effort of humanity working across borders accelerates AI far beyond the pace of isolated research, making its growth not just rapid but universal, a shared race of progress where knowledge belongs to the entire planet, and the speed of that sharing ensures AI never slows. The push of automation. AI moves fast because the world craves automation. Industries and societies want efficiency, precision, and speed, and this hunger drives development at relentless pace, with companies racing to replace slow processes with instant AI-powered solutions. And this demand transforms into urgency, pushing engineers and researchers to deliver faster, smarter, more capable systems every day. And as automation spreads into every sector, the pressure intensifies, fueling AI's acceleration further. until it becomes the very heartbeat of productivity, pulsing faster with each innovation that replaces human labor with machine intelligence. The rise of everyday use artificial intelligence advances so quickly because it has entered everyday life, woven into phones, apps, websites, and tools that billions of people use constantly. And this constant interaction creates pressure for improvement as users demand more accuracy, more personalization, and more intelligence. And every interaction becomes feedback, training AI to become smarter and faster in real time. And the more it is used, the more it evolves, creating a cycle where growth is tied to daily habits, ensuring that AI progresses at the same speed as humanity's digital lifestyle. The attraction of talent accelerates because it draws the brightest minds from every field. Computer science, physics, mathematics, biology, and even philosophy converge around artificial intelligence, each adding unique insights that make progress multidimensional. And with such diverse talent focused on one mission, breakthroughs happen faster and faster, fueled by cross-disciplinary collaboration. And this influx of brilliance ensures that AI does not just grow, it leaps forward, carried by the creativity of thousands of innovators working in unison, their combined efforts amplifying the speed of discovery in ways no single discipline could achieve. The vision of tomorrow, artificial intelligence, races ahead because the vision of tomorrow pulls it forward. Humanity imagines a future of space, travel, medical miracles, and limitless knowledge, and AI is the engine to make it real. And this vision acts like a magnet, drawing effort, investment, and ambition toward acceleration, because the dream of a transformed tomorrow cannot wait. And so AI becomes the bridge, built in haste yet precision, a creation that grows faster with each step we take toward the future we long to reach, making its pace inseparable from our vision itself.